Good evening, friends. Today I am going to explain you one of the fundamental concepts of physics called visual angle. So, what is a visual angle? Let us try to understand what is a visual angle. Visual angle means the angle that is subtended by an object at your eye. That means if you are seeing the moon, you are seeing the sun, you are seeing a distant planet, or you are seeing a distant tree, or whatever you see, that subtends an angle at your eye. This explains how big or how small the object looks to your eyes. For example, here is the human eye, this is the eye, and here one object is there. How big this object looks to your eyes, that is called the visual angle. Now I am going to draw straight lines. See, this angle is called theta. This is the visual angle. Now here is the human eye, here is the object, and this angle is called theta. This angle is the visual angle. Now you can understand one thing. This visual angle depends on two factors. One is the size of the object, that means the original size of the object. The other thing is the distance from your eye. That means the distance from the observer. It depends. Now the same object, the same size, if it is put closer to the eye, what happens? Let us see. This is the same size. Here is the human eye. Now I am going to draw the same angle here. This is the angle theta. Now obviously this angle is larger than this angle. That means the visual angle depends on two factors. One is the distance of the object from your observer, and the second thing is the original size of the object. For example, now I am looking at the moon. The moon is in the sky. Now there are two things. One is the diameter of the moon, the other one is the distance of the moon from the earth. These two factors decide how large the moon looks to my eyes. If you have observed one thing, the moon and the sun both look to our eyes as the same size. But originally, the moon is much smaller than the sun. The diameter of the sun is about 400 times the diameter of the moon. The diameter of moon is a mere 3476 kilometers. Whereas the diameter of sun is 1,039,200 kilometers. This is almost 400 times the diameter of the moon. But the thing is that the moon is exactly 400 times nearer to our earth than that of the sun. So the diameter, I mean the visual angle of both these objects look the same to our eyes. Now let us derive one formula for visual angle. What is the formula for visual angle? Here is the human eye, and here is the object. Now I have to measure this angle theta. Let me draw the diameter of this object. This is the diameter of the object and this is the angle theta. Now I will divide this angle exactly by half. Okay, this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree, and this angle is theta by 2 and this angle is theta by 2. The diameter of this object I call it by small d. So this is the radius d by 2 and this is also the radius d by 2, and the distance from the observer to this is called capital D. All the three are same, so I call this capital D. Now I am going to measure this theta by 2. This theta by 2, I can measure this theta by 2 by tan theta by 2 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. That means d by 2 divided by capital D. This is tan theta. Opposite side d by 2 by adjacent side, this capital D. This is theta by 2, tan theta by 2. Now this is, I want to measure this angle, means theta by 2 is equal to tan inverse d by 2 divided by d, or I can write it theta by 2 is equal to tan inverse d small d divided by 2d. This is the formula for this theta by 2, but I have to measure this theta. That means I have to multiply on both sides by 2, then theta is equal to 2 times tan inverse small d by 2d. This is the formula for this visual angle.